Questions 1 through 10 of the 2000 Grade 9 Pascal Math Contest. The value of 5 squared plus 2 times 5 minus 2 is. So using BEDMAS, brackets, exponents, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, this is the order that you go in. So let's do the brackets first. So that's 3, and then exponents, 25, and then multiplication, so that would be 6. So this is equal to 25 plus 6, which is 31. So the answer is C. The sum of 29 plus 12 plus 23 is. This is equal to 64, but 64 is not one of the answers. So you have to figure out which one of these is 64. Well, 32 squared is 1024, 2 to the power of 6 is 64, 3 to the power of 4 is 81, 1 to the power of 64 is 1, and 64 to the power of 0 is 1. So the answer, of course, is B. If x equals 4 and y is minus 3, what is the value of x minus 2y over x plus y? So you just substitute the values that they've given us, and it would give you 4 minus 2 times minus 3, 4 minus 3. So you'd have 4 plus 6 over 1, and therefore this is 10. So number 3, the answer is E. If the following sequence of 5 arrows repeats itself continuously, what arrow would be in the 48th position? So this is the first position, second position, third, fourth, and fifth position. And then it just repeats. So it looks like every time we get to, let's say, a multiple of 5, it's going to look like this. So 5, 10, 15, 20, like that. And similarly, if you keep adding 5, you'll eventually get up to 40 and then 45. So the 45th position will be like this. And then it repeats itself. So this will be 46th position, 47th position, and this will be our 48th position. So the answer choices that represent that one is C. If y is equal to 6 plus 1 over 6, what is 1 over y? So let's first figure out y. Get a common denominator, 6 and 6, 36 plus 1 over 6. So y is equal to 37 over 6. So therefore, 1 over y is the reciprocal of that, which is 6 over 37. So the answer to number 5 is 6 over 37, which is choice A. If 2/3, 23 over 30, 9 over 10, and 11 over 15, and 4 over 5 are written from smallest to largest, then the middle fraction will be. In my opinion, the best way to do this is to convert all of them to fractions, from fractions to decimals. So let's do that, and we'll get an easier way of arranging them. So 9 over 10 is 0.9, 11 over 15 is 0.73, and 4 over 5 is 0.8. So now I think it's easier to arrange these in order from smallest to largest. So smallest to largest, so which one of these is the smallest? 0.67. And then the next one is 0.73, next one 0.77, then 0.8, and then finally 0.9. So which one is the middle one? It's this one, 0.77. And the fraction that represents that is 23 over 30. So the answer to number 6 is A. 3 squares with the same center and corresponding parallel sides are drawn. The distance between the sides of successive squares is 3, and the side length of the largest square is 22 as shown. What is the perimeter of the smallest square? So they want you to figure out that perimeter right there. Okay, let's go through this. the full length of the big square is 22, and then they've given you the distances from here and here. That's 3. And similarly, because these are squares, on the same side, it'll be the same. So if that's 3 and that's 3, this is also 3 and that's also 3. So the distance from here to here is 22 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3, like that. So that looks like 22 minus 12, which is equal to 10. So the side of the small square is 10. So therefore the perimeter is 4 times each side, which is 40. So number 7, the answer is A. In the diagram, the value of y is. So the first thing we'll do is draw this out a little bit bigger, like that. And then I'm going to extend a line here, this line here. I'm going to extend it like that. And what that hopefully will show you is that this angle is the same as this angle because these are parallel. So if that's 60, this is 60. And then the full length of the line will provide angles that total 180. So that means you have 2x plus 60 is 180, and therefore 120 is equal to 3x, and therefore x is equal to 40, like that. And then this triangle, of course, the sum of the angles is 180. So that means we have 2x plus y plus 60 is equal to 180. And then x is 40, so we put that in there. And therefore, if we solve for y, we'll get 180 minus 60 minus 80, and that looks like 40. So the angle y is 40, and therefore the answer to number 8 is E. The ages of 3 contestants in the Pascal contest are 14 years and 9 months, 15 years and 1 month, and 14 years and 8 months. The average is, so 14 and 9, but we can write this as a fraction instead of writing it out with years and months. It's 14 and 9/12. Similarly, 15 and 1/12, and 14 and 8/12, right? Because there's 12 months in a year. And then divide by 3. So first thing, add up the whole numbers. So 14, 14, and 15 would give you 43, and then add the fractions. So 9 plus 1 plus 8 is 18. Like that. So this looks like 43 plus 1 plus 6 over 12. Oh, I forgot to divide by 3 because remember we're figuring out the average. So 44.5 divided by 3. That's pretty much what this is. And this looks like 44 divided by 5, 44.5 divided by 3, 14 and 5/6. And that basically means 10 over 12 for the fraction. So 14 years and 10 months. So the answer to number 9 is C. The number of integers between negative root 8 and 32. So negative root 8 and 32, root 32, how many integers? So what is the root of 8 multiplied by a negative? It's 2.83 negative. And then what is the root of 32? It's 5.65. So all the integers in between, we've got negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So how many are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the answer to number 10 is D.